What's up, YouTubers? Got another pedal review up for you today. From the same company that we brought the AstroSpurt phaser from, KMA Machines. Today we are looking at one of their fuzz pedal offerings. This is the TVX Fuzz. So, very cool fuzz. All sorts of goodness here. Got a fuel switch, throttle, level. So essentially your fuel is your input control, your throttle sets the gain, and then you've got obviously your level. Couple of the switches here. You've got a high cut switch and then a three-way toggle fat switch. Goes through different output caps, so you can fatten up and thicken up if you like, or cut back a little bit. So yeah, this is an amazing fuzz box and very versatile and pretty unique. It's not exactly muffish, it's not exactly fuzz facious, it's just kind of its own deal, though it has a lot of the good qualities of both of those. So we're going to jump into the TVX review. Check it out. Alright, let's get started out with some clean tone. Gibson 2012 Firebird, mini buckers of course, going into a Bogner 40-watt rig, Celestion loaded cab, Sennheiser 906, a little bit of reverb on the head but not much to speak of. Going straight into a clean channel, here is my clean tone. Alright, so let's jump into the TVX. We're going to be checking out a few things on this, just to explain a few things here as we jump in. The way that this is set up, we have the fuel, which is the input control, throttle, which sets the gain of the fuzz stage, and then obviously your level. Pretty simple on that. High cut, fat switch. So you have a three-way position, essentially selecting different output caps on the fat switch. So what I'm going to do is start out a pretty low gain on the fuel and throttle. I'll just bring the level up to somewhere around nominal, and then just start rolling up the fuel and throttle. And then once we kind of run through their range, we'll start playing with some switches. Alright, here we go. So yeah, that gets pretty darn hairy. I like it. Lots of available gain. I like the fact that there is a gain stage for the fuzz stage and an input level control, so an input feed essentially. So that actually helps you really build your gain stage and then set your level over here. Notice I never even touched this. I have it set at somewhat of a neutral position to the relative guitar input volume and amp. So aside from that, let's roll back till I find something that I would probably be about where I would set things on here for my usage, and then start playing with some cut and fat switches and go from there. Alright. Cool. So as you see, number one, the high pass, very subtle. Just so you know, that high cut, I'm not sure how well it's coming through on here, but it just takes a little bit of the sparkle out of it as you knock out the high pass on that. So that's pretty cool, but not super apparent. It's going to be more for your ear than it is going to be for the listener. Now the fat switch, this is much more dramatic. Obviously it's a 3-stage. Center position is 1, which is the thinnest sounding of all of them. 2 gets it a little bit fatter. 3 gets it super fat. Almost, if you really want to get into it and you run your bass up on your amp a little bit, and you're running this throttle control up in your input feed, you're almost going to get that, your speaker almost blowing kind of tone, that just fully blown out bassed end of things, which is really cool. I kind of like that in certain fuzz effects, and it just does it very, very well. So yeah, let's just jam on a little bit of what I'm finding to be kind of my favorite setting, and we'll check it out from there. Yeah, all I can say is that right there, that tone's mine. I am digging that a lot. That's a whole lot of fun. Very, very musical, very, very responsive. Just the right amount of sustain and a really cool kind of chortly breakup on it, which is kind of different for a fuzz. You normally hear more of that kind of 8-bitty kind of crackle breakup. This has got a little bit more of a chortle to it. That's the way I can explain it. Very much dig that. Yeah, KMA Machines, again, knock it out of the park. Check these guys out. This is the TVX Rocket Fuzz. Awesome. Check it.